Assalamu alaikum. Now we move to another topic. So the topic is arrow function. Okay. So arrow function is we denoted by this symbol. So this is arrow function. Okay. So what is arrow function? So remember, arrow function are just a short and clean way to write simple functions in Dart. Okay, so the one thing is there, this arrow function usually used for one line expression. Okay, remember, for one line expression, just one expression. Okay, for example, I just write here void main function. Okay, so now I just write here double a function that returns double. Okay, for simple interest. Okay, simple interest. Okay, now I this function take parameters, the one parameter double principal, the second double rate, the third one is double time. Okay, so I write here return principal, and here you can see I use this multiplication symbol static. Okay, so if I write here right, okay, and then time and divide by 100. Okay, so this is also a way to create a function, but this is not a shortcut way for this one, just one expression the Dart allow to use arrow function. Okay, I just call this function here simple interest. So the initial time that we borrowed, okay, this in the rate is, I just write 3. Okay, if I write here for 3 years also, so the function is called, but I want to use this one expression in just in, for example, one line. So I remove these curly braces and I use arrow function. Okay, but arrow function don't need to write here a return. Okay, so you can see this simple way to use, and you can see the arrow function is used and this function is called here. Okay, so for example, I write integer for sum. Okay, we just add two values. Okay, for those I write this here. Okay, now I just want to take num1 and parameter num2. Okay, and I want to add these two numbers. Okay, num1 plus num2. So now you can see here this is a arrow function. Okay, if I call this function integer, no add, okay, 21, and also here 21. Okay, so this function is called. Okay, if you want to front this function, so you can front also this function here, print. Okay, this function. Okay, so I just want to show you here. So now you can see 42 is printed. Okay, this is a arrow function benefit that we can use for just one expression. Okay, this is a short and clean way to use arrow function for one expression. So I hope you will understand this arrow function concept. For now it's enough, and see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.